The preseason first team and second team. Literally all Oregon, Clemson, or us. Some other big programs in there. But look at this, like Miami, Oregon. Like, but that's why we're going to schedule some second.
Here we go, folks. This is a showdown we've circled on the calendar as number 1 goes on the road to face a top 10 team. Welcome to beautiful South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium, the home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Arizona Wildcats, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Hermstreet. Kirk, let's get this thing going. Experienced wide receiver who chose to come back for his senior season, Kirk, and add to what's been a really solid career so far.
Well, the best thing that this guy brings to this offense is knowledge of the scheme and the experience that he's been able to work with this quarterback. This defense better be ready because I think they're going to try to get him the football early and often.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Opening play of the drive, he looks right for a completion. They finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 28.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Quarterback keeps the football. Has the first down and more. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Wildcats. That decides football games. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Looking for his back. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he scored. This is an impressive performance. They played a good football team here today, Kirk, but they just dragged them behind the woodshed and dominated from the start. This is going to catch people's attention.
Yeah, I think most people are going to be in awe when they look at the results of this game. Unbelievable job by this team, dealing with the expectations, the pressure, and as you said, playing a good team. This was a big-time win and an opportunity to really continue to move up.
And that is going to do it. We enjoyed... This is a matchup we have been waiting for. Two elite wide receivers. They bring a great skill set and swagger, hoping to use this showcase to show they are the top receiver in the country. Welcome to beautiful Tucson, Arizona, and the home field of the Arizona Wildcats. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Oregon Ducks, taking on last season's national champions, the Arizona Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Hermstreet. Let's get this thing underway.
Oh, you're looking at a third down.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. Moves out of the pocket. And he'll heave the ball deep down that right side. Touchdown, Arizona.
He want to account for the quarterback. Are you kidding me? A quarterback scramble for this many yards? You got to make adjustments. Account for this guy's legs.
Caught behind the line. It's Fernandez. Touchdown, Wildcats. Great connection. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They pick up 4, so second down and 6 coming up.
Boy, it looked like the quarterback was caught in between. Should I hand it off? Should I pull it and make the throw? Ends up getting some positive yards, but I think they missed a chance for a bigger gain.
Has the first down and more. He's found some room at the 45. Here he goes. Touchdown, Arizona. He broke away, and they couldn't really need it there. This was a case of a higher-ranked, respected team that came in here and handled business. Did what we expected them to do, Kirk, but they did it with impressive focus and execution.
Man, you said it. These guys just seem to be on a mission today. They weren't going to let it.
Here we go, folks. One of the most anticipated matchups of the entire regular season. 2 national championship contenders, each ranked in the top 5. Which side can step up and deliver on this big stage? Welcome to beautiful Tucson, Arizona, and the home field of the Arizona Wildcats. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Clemson Tigers, taking on last year's national champions, the Arizona Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get right to the action. What a run.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up the back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Motors all the way to the end zone. Would have been a huge game, but he could not collect it. This was a case of a higher-ranked, respected team that came in here and handled business.
One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Tucson, Arizona, and the stadium where they bear down for the Arizona Wildcats. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Sam Houston Bearcats, taking on last year's national champions, the Arizona Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. He'll keep it himself. Turns it on in midfield. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown! What commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum and recruiting, it's
right down the boulevard. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown.
right in.
4th down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. Has to get there to move the sticks. Quick step and go. Open space at the 25. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Arizona moving the ball quickly down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Showing the arm strength to the left. Touchdown, Wildcats! Made the down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Touchdown, Arizona! A great catch.
As the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and
going for the big play. Got it.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the
and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Arizona!
Differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. Pressure coming. Chunked it away just as he was hit. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. Got room on the return. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays.
And they should be able to kneel this one out. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. If there's time to pad the stats. Throws toward the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything.
always said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Texas Tech Red Raiders, Jones AT&T Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the
Football, somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
The Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Trying to burn this defensive back. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Snapped it in the shotgun. Well, it's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Looking to fire. Got it behind the line. It's Fernandez. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you've got dialed up on 3rd.
Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric trying to help Tech on this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback moving. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Fitted in the window for the score. Humming setup with another 1st down. Red pass hits complete. Still running at the 40. Flying down the right side. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way.
Anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
He caught it, and he got away from the defense and takes it in. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Touchdown, Wildcats! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. Making side adjustments here. Tight end now in motion. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Lets it fly. And it's caught. Touchdown, Arizona.
Rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. Just
reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. He has been certain. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You play through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown. When you hit this point in the season, week 7, you sort of turn the corner and you remain unbeaten. At this point, you've morphed into a championship contender.
yes, but you don't want to peek too far ahead, Reese. You kind of want to be like, nothing to see here, just move on. We haven't accomplished what we wanted yet. We haven't accomplished what we set out to do. It's week 7. I know you guys got bigger hopes and bigger dreams than just being to week 7 and being undefeated.
And guys, I've been really impressed with this team because they just seemed to always have an identity. From the very beginning of the year,
It's a really compelling matchup that has a throwback feel to the era when running backs dominated. One of the best matchups all season long between two elite runners colliding here today. Welcome to beautiful Tucson, Arizona, and the home field of the Arizona Wildcats, as we'll see the winners of 5 straight, the Alabama Crimson Tide. Taking on last year's national champions, the Arizona Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Street. Let's get this thing underway.
Man, it's 1st and goal. You're thinking about trying to score. You're looking at positive yards, and instead, you're going backwards. It's going to set up a very important 2nd down.
Touchdown, Wildcats! They connect for 6. This is an impressive performance. They played a good football team here today, Kirk, but they just dragged them behind the woodshed and dominated from the start. This is going to catch people's attention.
Yeah, I think most people are going to be in awe when they look at the result.
Here we go, folks. One of the most anticipated matchups of the entire regular season. 2 national championship contenders, each ranked in the top 5. Which side can step up and deliver on this big stage? Welcome to beautiful Tucson, Arizona, and the home field of the Arizona Wildcats. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on last season's national champions, the Arizona Wildcats. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Street. Kirk, let's get this thing going. First down, looking to throw the ball. Moves out of the pocket. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Tremendous protection. There was bound to be somebody open. Well, it's been a great season. Big things still possible, Kirk, but for the first time, they run into a hurdle they can't clear. Now, how will they respond to this first loss?
And I think that's the big question. One loss isn't going to eliminate these guys from the playoff, but all they can do and focus on now is resetting, regrouping, and maybe use this loss as fuel down the stretch.
And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Here we go, folks. One of the most anticipated matchups of the entire regular season. 2 national championship contenders, each ranked in the top 5. Which side can step up and deliver on this big stage? Welcome, folks, to Morgantown, West Virginia, home of the West Virginia Mountaineers. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Arizona Wildcats, taking on a playoff team from last year, the West Virginia Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Street. Kirk, let's get right to the action.
Between 2 teams that have performed as they're destined to be into that postseason at the end of the year.
Get some space around the 30. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown, Wildcats. Out of the field now. They were fortunate to get points on the last possession because of the long-range field goal. Quarterback keeps the football. They get him to the ground, but it's first down now at the 28.
And that's what he likes to do. He knows he's a weapon out there, not just with his arm, but when he can pull it down on an option like this and pick up a big chunk of yards, it can leave any defense with their head spinning.
Finds an open target on the left side. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. Arizona has now moved into the red zone.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Arizona.
A big one.
Makes the catch downfield. They finally tackle him after a huge... Play moves the ball to the 12.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's third down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
This Arizona offense is moving quickly down the field. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And I love to watch the exit.
But it's no good, and time expires on the game. Well, it's been a great season. Big things still possible, Kirk, but for the first time, They run into a hurdle they can't clear. Now, how will they respond to this first loss?
And I think that's the big question. One loss isn't going to eliminate these guys from the playoff, but all they can do and focus on now is resetting, regrouping, and maybe use this loss as fuel down the stretch.
And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Welcome, everyone, to Tucson, Arizona, in the stadium where they bear down for the Arizona Wildcats. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on last year's national champions, the Arizona Wildcats. For EA, this is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win?
What began 3.5 months ago has all built to this. The championship game in the Big 12 Conference. One that has a long history of classic finishes. We could be in for another one here today. Welcome, folks, to AT&T Stadium, the home of the Cowboys, right here in Arlington, Texas. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the West Virginia Mountaineers, taking on last season's national champions, the Arizona Wildcats. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Street. Kirk, let's get this thing going. After that previous play. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he scores! Touchdown, Arizona!
Down the sidelines for big yards.
In the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for. Looks to his left and makes the completion. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Wildcats. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. He's got it right near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown. What an amazing run these guys have had. And now they can call themselves champions of the Big 12 and become a piece of the history of that great conference. And now with the playoff spot locked up, we get to see what they can do against the 11 other best teams in the nation. And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
So as we wind down here on the 2041 season, you can kind of see that we're the #1 team. 4 teams from the Big 12 made it into the playoffs here. Pretty impressive. 2 independents in Notre Dame and Florida State. Changed conferences around. ACC got Clemson and Duke. And SEC only got Georgia. Auburn is now in the American Conference. That's why they got the automatic bid up there. But yeah, we're coming down here to 2041. Honestly, I don't think anything's going to stop us from getting a 4th straight national championship. Which means that it's time to move on. Now I had a decision to make. Do I go to a smaller school or do I go to a bigger school? Because as some of you might know, the Dynasty ends in 2055, 2056, I think. 30 years from the original start. So realistically, we probably have like 2, maybe 3 teams if I were to win really fast, following the like 4 national titles rule here that I've been following. So with that, these are the offers that we got, and as some of you might know, you're kind of subjugated to the offers. Tough decision here between LSU, Texas, Penn State. Realistically, I don't think I'm going to Penn State because we're not gonna live out Joe Paterno's legacy. Shout out Jerry Sandusky for ruining that shit. The other 2, though, are pretty fascinating because Texas has been, you can't see back far enough, but Texas has been abysmally bad during this dynasty. Like, the whole entire time, I don't think that they've gone farther than like the 2nd round in the playoffs, which is pretty terrible. LSU has had some decent seasons, and they're fun because obviously they have a really good home field. I could see myself building a lot of fun defenses with them. So I don't know, I'm kind of torn. Or do we advance the week, see what offers we get next, and maybe go with the smaller school? I don't know, because I do kind of like both LSU and Texas. It means that we're going to be in SEC, which even though I have moved some schools around here, it still presents some challenges. It's still the SEC. As you can see, the Big 12 is pretty loaded. Big 10 still pretty loaded. Try to balance out a lot of these conferences, but anyway, let's just go look at the SEC. It still has its top 3 of Alabama, Georgia, Texas A&M. We still got Ole Miss, LSU, Texas. Try to add some smaller schools in here to give us some depth other places like the Sun Belt. ACC getting a little bit balanced down here. I know some people who could potentially watch this might be pissed off that rivalries get broken up. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to make it more fun for the rebuild. But anyway, Conference USA. This is kind of one of the few ones that I haven't touched a lot. And then independence. I just try to put some schools in here to build their like prestige, but it hasn't really worked too well. Although Florida State, they were just kind of trapped in the ACC, and Clemson and Duke kept beating them, or Miami, all the time. And so it was just like, let's get them out and see what they do. So anyway, now we got a decision. So after much deliberation, I think I've decided to take my talents to Austin, Texas. LSU's tempting. They have a really good defense already. I know that I could probably win really quick being a CEO, archetype, coach, but I think I want to go to Texas because they've just been really bad, and I can't believe that they waited until now to fire Steve Sarkisian. But here we go. I think another deciding factor too, I was taking a quick gander because at early National Signing Day, come over here to some top classes. Your boy, of course. And mind you, this is without, just to give people a peep. Here. This is with like nothing in Recruiter. I have that because I've won a defensive lineman, I think, randomly in 1 year. But otherwise, I have really no coaches that help. I mean, this coach helps with recruiting, but literally find one coach, and that's really all you need. Otherwise, I kind of like running the motivator tactician. If somebody has this, really good. I think if you have this maxed out, this might be the way to go, like motivator to talent developer. But now I'm just kind of rambling about coaching stuff. I think we are going to decide on Texas, and one of the reasons why I'm deciding on Texas is because of the recruiting class. Like, look at this. For one, of course. But let's just scroll to SEC here. LSU. Okay, pretty decent recruiting class so far, although only 13 is kind of concerning. Texas, though, no 5 stars, 3 4 stars, and 5 3 stars. Like, what were they doing here this last year as far as like 8 commits? Holy cow. So we have some work to do going into the transfer portal and everything, but I think that's what'll make it fun. It's already a good squad, so we might as well have at least some challenge. Let's take our talents to Austin, Texas. Hook 'em horns, baby. Oh, that might be the guy. Good. Damn. The offensive coordinator that I offered has basically this exact same tree, just he's a level 49. Kind of torn between that dude. I'm also not necessarily like in love with any of these guys. And this guy's good. He's got a little bit of recruiting, a little bit of that, mostly motivator. I like the motivator. It's also a level 48, so stuff's gotta be decently high. It's the same with this guy. I think he might have slightly more into tactician, and the other dude might have slightly more into motivator. Dang, this is hard. This is hard. And you could go this guy too. He doesn't have the tactician, but because he's a head coach and he's a recruiter motivator, he might give a boost to everybody, which is beneficial. There's another part of me that's like just advanced wheat too. I don't know. I think it's Theo or Gerald though. Might not be better. I really don't know whose tree is actually better. I mean, he's technically a higher overall, but I'm kind of leaning to Gerald. But Gerald also has 3 other offers. And I'm gonna go Theo. Yeah, this guy. Oh shit. Yeah. This is a solid assistant coach right here, boys.
Four teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff, and now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. This is the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl, part of the college football playoff, as we'll see the number 8 seed in this playoff, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on last year's national champions, the Arizona Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Street. It's quarterfinal time in the CFP, and let's get it going. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right side. Breaks loose at the 45. Breaks into the clear. At the 10 now. Touchdown, Arizona, as they claim the lead in this playoff game.
Well, I can't believe that this is how this game gets started. Very first play of the game, a shot downfield, and a touchdown with all the buildup and all the...
The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Deep shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats, as they put 6 more on. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that's going to wrap it up. The loser starts the offseason. The winner moves on. We have reached the semifinal stage of this college football playoff. It's time to find out who has the depth and the drive to take one huge step closer to the ultimate goal, hoisting that national championship trophy. This test is a matchup we cannot wait to see unfold. Welcome to the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans, site of the All-State Sugar Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Auburn Tigers, taking on last season's national champions, the Arizona Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Street. We are almost there. Time to find out who'll be headed to the national championship game.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid game, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your...
Touchdown, Wildcats, as they... Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. The pocket breaking down. Bring toward the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. Still no answer for this offense.
To slow him down. He's just too talented out there.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. This offense is still expires. Well, that's a great performance in the pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that's going to do it. The winner survives and advances in the playoff bracket. We'll talk to you down the line. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. And it's come down to this, a national championship matchup that almost no one expected. Two of the lower-seeded teams that had to overcome skeptics and doubters to get into the bracket, win a road game, then win 2 more rounds. And now, in this unlikely matchup, one team will emerge as a very surprising national champion here tonight. Welcome to gleaming State Farm Stadium, the home field of the Cardinals in Glendale, Arizona. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on last year's national champions, the Arizona Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit, and this is it. This football season's ultimate game. Time to find out who's going to emerge as national champion.
That's another positive gain here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages, because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touch. Got a very comfortable 2nd down and 3 after that defensive penalty. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. He'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. And he's got it. Touchdown.
Make the play.
So trailing in the final quarter of a close game, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. Try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. The offense recovers the fumble with the clock winding down. That would have been a crucial turnover.
Chance to pick up some big yards.
That's it. It's official. We have our national champions. You're the last team standing at the top of the mountain, Kirk. National champions.
Well, it's been so much fun to watch this team play all year long. They've had some challenging moments. They've been able to overcome them. And how fitting, a close game in a national championship. They come through one more time. And as you say, they hold the trophy.
4 in a row,
They are
baby.
the
Had to do it again.
champions of the year.
Off
And
the
that's going to
Texas
do
we
it as
go.
we crown another national champion and punctuate a wild, exciting season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit and our entire crew behind the scenes, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. They
Side
are
note,
official
poor Marcus
your
Freeman.
kings of college
Been there a
football
lot.
and national
I think
champions,
he's like 2 and
the
4 in
Arizona
national championships during this dynasty. Are we going now to win it, baby?
Get a lot of people out in front, control the line of scrimmage. How about the wide receivers? They're doing a nice job blocking downfield. Almost felt like half the offense was out in front of him, giving him a chance to pick up some big yards.
That's it. It's official. We have our national champions. You're the last team standing at the top of the mountain, Kirk. National champions.
Well, it's been so much fun to watch this team play all year long. They've had some challenging moments. They've been able to overcome them. And how fitting, a close game in a national championship. They come through one more time. And as you say, they hold the trophy.
4 in a row,
They are
baby.
the
Had to do it
national
again.
champions of the year.
Off
And
the
that's going to
Texas
do
we
it
go.
as we crown another national champion and punctuate a wild, exciting season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit and our entire crew behind the scenes, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. They
Side
are
note,
official
poor Marcus
your
Freeman.
kings of college
Been there a
football
lot.
and national
I think
champions,
he's like 2 and 4 in
Arizona
national championships during this
Wildcats.
dynasty. Are we going now to win it, baby?
Well, it's been a good run here at Arizona. You can kind of see as we glance over this last little bit here. All the trophies. Workhorse running back. Not a lot to say, really. I mean, just had a whole lot of good running backs, tight ends, DBs, linebackers, defensive linemen. To be honest, I thought this year we were just gonna kind of dominate all the way through the Natty, and we did. Up until the Natty, and it was a tight game, but still. Did a lot here at Arizona. Gonna advance the week here. We'll be going to Austin, Texas, but one of the important things to look at here. Go through all this. Good, and New Texas get them. As you can see, 4 in a row means that we're moving on. I think we actually have to dance one more week here. And then we'll see players so you know we're gonna go down. Whatever, we'll see who we can convince from here. But let's go find Arizona. Look at all these people going to the draft. We do have some people to look out for here though. Ooh, Kennedy was an amazing tackle. Could go try to recruit our #1 player here. Anyway, more people going to the draft. That's holy cow. So we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 people potentially getting drafted. Wow. Okay. Anyway. Let's go back over here to Texas. Alright. So do we actually have a chance of... I have no idea what our roster looks like. I mean, he's a freshman. Wow, okay. Cool. Kept that dude. Star dev. Already got 2 traits as a freshman. That's cool. I mean, I'd like to keep this dude, but he's probably not. I mean, I have no idea what our quarterback looks like. Where you stay? We got so lucky. Okay, we got 3 left. I mean, let's go. I mean, if we don't have a punter, that's a problem. But I really would prefer to keep one of these dudes. Wait, okay. I think just to be safe. Okay. Okay, well, not the greatest, but we'll keep it rolling. Gosh, only knows what this recruiting looks like. 8 players, 9 players signed before we got here, something like that. Oh, draft results. Texas had 8 players drafted. That's pretty good. Although sad that we got here just after all these dudes left. That's okay. Let's go look at this again. 4 first-round picks, 2 running backs. Dude, this was like, if you've watched any of the other videos, this might be the greatest team I've built. Like, wow, so many people got drafted. Yeah, not surprised that he left early. Not surprised that he left early. Not surprised that he left early. He should be higher than everyone. He's a stud. Alright, well, goodbye Arizona. Hello Texas.